Hey there people, it's your favorite Weedle Twin Sharpness bringing you all in our Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC video featuring Superledge. Now if you all enjoy the narrated Scarlet and Violet battling content and want to support the channel and what I do here on YouTube, please be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I am trying to reach 200,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so make sure to subscribe if you aren't already, help the channel grow, I really appreciate it. And I do have a question of the day for you all. Which Pokemon and or strategy would you like to see me utilize in a future video? Let me know in the comments, and if you see any suggestions in the comments you also want to see me utilize, make sure to upvote their comment, maybe even reply to their comment being like, yes, we'll use this now, because the more support I see towards a suggestion, the more likely I am to use that suggestion. So I decided to pair Superledge with Torkoal, and now they have a lot of synergy in general, but on this team especially, they are just meant for each other. This Torkoal's actually packing the Fighting Tera type because I had so many extra fighting shards from all those Cinderace raids. Wait, did you just say raid? This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is a turn-based strategy game done right. With over 80 million downloads, what I really love about Raid is that there's over 650 unique champions to collect, as well as artifacts, which gives you so many options to strategize and build your teams for battle. Raid has monthly updates containing brand new champions and events, so the gameplay never really gets stale. Raid's 4th anniversary is here, and there's tons to get excited about. I'm talking free gifts, promo codes, and a brand new fusion event where you guys can get your hands on an anniversary themed legendary champion. Raid is hosting a dinner party to celebrate their 4th anniversary, and I'm gonna invite some of my favorite champions like Angar, Venus, Ethos, and Jintoro. They're my MVPs, so they're definitely being invited to the dinner party. With all this exciting stuff and more coming to Raid, if you haven't started playing yet, use my link in the description or scan the QR code you see on the screen to get some insane bonuses. We're talking Epic Champion Callum the Shrike. And since it's Raid's birthday, the gifts keep coming. All new and existing players can get a bunch of free birthday gifts once you're in-game. After clicking on the links, just enter the promo code 4YearsRaid to get your hands on 4 legendary skill tomes, plus other useful stuff. Thank you Raid so much for sponsoring the channel. Let's get back to the video. So like I was saying, I do have Superledge paired with Torkoal, and I'm also packing Gallade, Maushold, my iconic Shiny Jumpluff, and Salamence. So a pretty weird team. Keep in mind that the battles you'll see in this video are from Series 1, so if you think Paradox Pokemon and the Ruined Pokemon have ruined VGC, hopefully this video is a breath of fresh air for you. My first opponent today is packing Baxcalibur, Garganacl, Gholdengo, Meowscarada, Mimikyu, and Paldean Tauros. They're going to decide to lead off with their Tauros and Gholdengos. I'm going to lead off with Superledge and Maushold, which isn't the best lead for me because we're going to get intimidated by this Tauros, which is going to reduce our damage output, but I'm still going to try to go for the combo because I built this team around it, damn it. I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to go for the side U-turn into my Superledge, you know, get that weak armor boost. More importantly, we're going to activate our weakness policy. And what Indeedee Armarouge players like to do is they like to go for U-turn into the Armarouge, getting weak armor, then bring in the Indeedee to set up the Psychic Terrain for the Expanding Force. But I basically have a similar idea, but instead of Indeedee, I have Torkoal, setting up the Sun, which will allow me to outspeed them and go for the Bitter Blade into the Gholdengo, knocking them out in one hit. And Gholdengo, what they deserve. I don't want to misgender Gholdengo. It's never okay to misgender people, even if you hate them. So down goes the Gholdengo. And now the Tauros is going to go for the close combat into the Maushold, but we're able to take that with our Torkoal because we made a pretty smart, accidentally smart pivot, taking that close combat, and now Tauros is at -1 defense. So that's good for us. We set up the Sun for the increased Bitter Blade damage, but more importantly, we have the Tera Grass Solar Blade as well, just for fun, you know? So they're going to bring in Baxcalibur here, and I have a feeling they have the Ice Shard, so I'm going to switch out of Torkoal, and I'm going to bring in my Maushold to activate the Friend Guard, but even with Friend Guard, I wasn't sure if I would live an Ice Shard, because I'm at -1 defense, so I decided to go for Protect right here, just to absorb the Ice Shard, scout out and see if they have it, as they do carry the Ice Shard, so we're able to protect ourselves from that. And now they're going to go for the Wave Crash with the Paldean Tauros, so now Wave Crash is going to hit into my Maushold, we're able to take it really well because of the sunlight. And now I'm going to follow me to redirect away that Ice Shard, because that Ice Shard will definitely knock me out. So we're going to go for the Ice Shard into the Maushold, we're able to take it reasonably well. We're going to eat our Citrus Berry, because I am a supportive like Maushold with Super Fang. I'm actually not packing Population Bomb. I don't think Population Bomb is very effective to use unless you're running Wide Lens, and even with Wide Lens, I've missed Population Bomb before. Unfortunately, Baxcalibur is able to live a +1 Bitterblade in the sun because of the pseudo-legendary stats, get a Thermal Exchange boost as well. I forgot I even got that ability. I kind of want to build a team around that ability low-key. Maybe with a Lava Plume moment or something, because I think it makes you immune to burns as well. I could be wrong about that, but whatever. They're going to knock out my Maushold, going to bring back in Torkoal, and now I'm probably going to die to another Ice Shard, especially without Friend Guard, so I'm going to make a pretty obvious play with my Sewer Ledge. They're going to switch into the Garganacl. I'm going to go for a Protect with my Sewer Ledge. They could actually predict us to go for the Glaive Rush into Torkoal, but you know, they didn't go for it, thankfully. If I was like playing at a little higher elo in Master Ball, maybe I would go for the 50-50, not go for the Protect with Sewer Ledge, but instead I just go for the safe play, go for Body Press into Baxcalibur, knocking them out. So thankfully Ice Shard threat is gone. So down goes the Baxcalibur, but the unfortunate thing is that now Tauros can come back and get another Intimidate proc, and I'll actually be back at a neutral attack, so that won't be too great for me. So I decide, because now we're at neutral attack, even after the weakness policy boost, I'm like, well, I really should just switch out. So I'm going to switch out of my Sewer Ledge here, and I'm going to bring in my Gallade, just because I want to reset the defense drop, and yeah, that's my play. So I'm going to bring in Gallade right here, as they're going to Terastallize their Garganacl to a Poison type, and they're going to go for Salt Cure most likely. So I go for Protect with my Torkoal to absorb the potential Salt Cure, as they just go for close combat into the Sewer Ledge slot, as they're able to bring in Gallade to pivot into that, and now we're going to absorb the Salt Cure. Yeah, with Protect. So we're able to absorb the Salt Cure with Protect, which is good for us. But now, the unfortunate thing is that Sun is going to wear off. So I'm like, well, I want the Sun to be up because I'm actually Bitterblade and Solar Blade on my Sewer Ledge. So I definitely want the Sun to come back up. So I'm going to decide to switch out my Torkoal right here and bring back in my Sewer Ledge, because I am Terastallized Grass, so if they go for the Wave Crash, I will be able to resist it with my Sewer Ledge. As they do go for the Wave Crash, so we're like kind of predicting the opponent left and right here with these pivots, which is kind of funny, because half of these pivots are like accidental predictions. We're actually going to get a weak armor boost right here, so we're able to outspeed the Paldean Tauros. And now I'm going to reveal the skill swap. We're going to give Sewer Ledge the Sharpness ability, just like the title says, and Sharpness does boost Bitterblade, but it also boosts Solar Blade as well. So I wanted to showcase that mechanic in this video. So we're going to get hit by Salt Cure with our Gallade to get the weak armor, which is kind of funny as well. And yeah, so now my Gallade is Salt Cure, but it's okay because we got the skill swap off, so that's all I really needed it for this game. We're being Salt Cured, as now we're going to go for Protect right here, because I'm actually going to go for a Flex play right here. This play was so unnecessary, but I'm going to go for the skill swap into the Paldean Tauros, because in hindsight, maybe doing it into the Garganacl would be a better play, because I could take away the Purifying Salt, but I have no status moves anyway, so it's not really like a big deal. So I just go for the skill swap to get the Intimidate instead, as Wave Crash is still going to knock out my Gallade because I don't have the Sun active anymore, so down goes the Gallade. I figure that it's probably better if I just let Gallade die this turn, instead of like trying to switch into Torkoal and then like switching into Salt Cure again and stuff like that. So I decided to just go for skill swap and Protect. We're able to protect ourselves from the Salt Cure, but now we're able to bring in the Torkoal. And as you can see, I am Helping Hand, Body Press, Iron Defense, so we're a very supportive Torkoal. We're actually not like Choice Specs Eruption or Charcoal Eruption, none of that stuff. So they're going to protect this Tauros right here. This Protect made me so mad because I didn't reveal Solar Blade at all in this game. And now they decide to Protect? Now you decide to Protect with your Tauros. Like, okay, that made me so mad in the battle. I got Salt Cured IRL from that, and now we're actually going to get Salt Cured into the Sewer Ledge, and I'm just... Why would they Protect right there? I'm just trying to think of like the reasoning why, unless they predicted Solar Blade, which maybe there's like a 1 out of 10 chance they knew I would Solar Blade there, but like, there's no way. I didn't go for it at all this entire game, and now they Protect the Tauros? Like, nah. So I'm like, okay, whatever, Tauros, we're gonna live at 69 HP, and instead of going for the Tauros, I'm just going for this stupid Garganacl, because I know if I lose the Sewer Ledge this turn, I can't break this Garganacl. So I'm gonna go for the plus, actually, I'm at neutral attack, but we're gonna go for the Helping Hand, Sharpness boosted, Sun boosted, Bitterblade, knocking out the Garganacl in one hit. So that's a pretty impressive feat considering I have no attack boost. So down goes the Garganacl. That Terra Poison definitely worked against it, though if they didn't Terra Poison, I just would have done that with the Solar Blade. So yeah, close combat's going to hit me down to 68 HP. And we should be good to go because it's a 2v1 and Tauros can't like break this Torkoal. Like, I'm Iron Defense Body Press, so unless they crit me once the sun goes down, like they can't break this Torkoal. And my Super Ledge has the Solar Blade, so we should still be fine. They're going to go for the Protect right here to stall the Salt Cure damage a bit, which is like, okay. I mean, even if you get rid of the Super Ledge, I mean, like, I still have a Torkoal on the field. I mean, I would like to kill you with Solar Blade, like, that would be great, but unfortunately, they're just going to Protect to block that, and I'm just going to go for another Iron... I actually just go for Body Press. I just go for Body Press this turn. No reason to set up too much, because I thought Solar Blade would just knock them out, but they just go for Protect, still the Salt Cure damage. I'm like, okay, now Solar Blade will knock you out, because, like, yeah, Solar Blade. It's super effective. Sharpness boosted, yeah. So, gonna go for the Solar Blade, except they get a double Protect, which was so, like, why? Because, like, I get it if they don't have Aqua Jet, but they literally do have Aqua Jet. We see it next turn, so I don't get why they went for double Protect, or the first Protect even. Like, it's like they're giving me a taste of my own medicine, because I was, like, protecting, like, this whole game, and actually, like, making use of Protect, but this time, they're just, like, protecting for no reason. I mean, the Protect versus Solar Blade was a good play. I'm just surprised they, like, had the awareness to do that. Like, wow. And now Aqua Jet is going to knock out my Super Ledge, so unfortunately for Super Ledge, we're not going to get 4 kills, but we're able to showcase the sharpness, one-shotting the Garganacl at the very least, and the initial U-turn into the Torkoal Weakness Policy Weak Armor combo, but even though my Super Ledge went down, it's still Torkoal versus Paldean Tauros, and even if the sun goes down, I'm at +6 defense, and unless Tauros crits me, there's just no way they can beat me, right? So I should be good to go right here. Gonna go for the Body Press, so they just go for the Wave Crash, probably fishing for a crit right here, but they do not get that crit, and now Body Press will obliterate this Tauros at +6 defense. So Body Press going to knock them out, except they go for the Rage Quit. I don't know why they Rage Quit. I thought it was a pretty good battle, but you know what? Whatever. Hopefully you all enjoyed that battle. Let's move on to the next one. My next opponent today is packing my Dancer Aquastep Oricorio team. So this is like the first time I've ever run into my own rental team in game. I wanted to share this battle just because I'm like, wow, it's my own team. Like, oh my god, maybe I'm not that irrelevant after all. So they're going to lead off with Quaquaval and Sableye. I'm going to lead off with Salamence and the Maushold. So I wanted to showcase the other combo I wanted to use with Sharpness. So I lead off with the Maushold Salamence. I have Maushold as a lead in case I want to use the Friend Guard to get a focus energy off, but against Quaquaval, Sableye, I'm not very threatened out at all, especially with the Intimidate, so I'm going to bring in my Gallade as they just go for the Fake Out into the Salamence, and they're going to flinch me. We see we are faster than Quaquaval. Now they're going to go for the Aqua Step into my Gallade and do some decent damage, and they're going to get a speed boost, but because I'm actually packing the Mirror Herb on my Gallade, we're going to copy that speed boost from the Aqua Step, which wasn't what I was trying to do, but hey. We have the Mirror Herb just because of Dondozo Tatsugiri. You can Mirror Herb, take their Omni Boost, and then skill swap away their Unaware to beat them 1v1. Like, Dondozo Tatsugiri, like, you gotta take some drastic measures to beat them with meme teams. Like, I'll just say that much. Dondozo Tatsugiri are like the ultimate meme gatekeeper Pokemon. So we're gonna go for the Terastallize Flying Air Slash, but Quaquaval's gonna detect to protect themselves from that. And now I go for the skill swap into my Salamence. I let a +1 speed on my Outspeed Salamence, but I guess not, because I'm not running any speed EVs on my Gallade. So we're gonna go get the Intimidate, the double Intimidate, and now we have Sharpness on my Salamence, and Air Slash is actually boosted by the Sharpness ability. I want to showcase that interaction because it's not only physical attacks that are boosted by Sharpness. It's kind of funny how, like, Sharpness boosts, like, just Air Slash, and I think Air Cutter, but no other special attacking moves. So I wanted to showcase just, you know, Sharpness Air Slash, that's all. So they're going to Terastallize Water their Quaquaval, go for the Rain boosted, Terastallize Water boosted Aqua Step, but because of the double Intimidate, we're able to live with our Maushold at 51 HP, they get another speed boost, and we're going to survive, eat our Citrus Berry, so Maushold is able to survive, and now Oricorio is going to Dancer, copy that Aqua Step, but because Aqua Step Oricorio isn't Stab, it's just not going to finish us off, which sucks for the Oricorio, but like this strat, or that team they're using just isn't very good. Unfortunately, like Dancer Oricorio teams are just not good, especially for the Aqua Step variant. If you're trying to use like Quiver Dance, it's okay, but like Aqua Step just isn't it, unfortunately. So we're able to knock out the Gay Bird Quaquaval, and now you're bring in the Sableye once again. So I'm going to switch out my Maushold because I don't want it to get faked out, and I'm going to save it for later because I want to keep the Friend Guard for later. And I'm going to bring out my Jumpluff, the Bumpus, my shiny Jumpluff that I used in my Brambleghast video. They're going to go for the fake out into the Jumpluff, flinch me if I, attacked. And then I had to go for a substitute, so they're actually sub Sword Stance, Acrobatics, Protect. That's the set I ran on this Oricorio. I'm going to go for the Tailwind right here because I want to get some speed control against the plus speed Oricorio, right? They're going to go for the Protect just because they want to stall out the Tailwind, I guess. I don't know, but I'm not complaining because Oricorio really can't hurt me. Like, it's Oricorio. They go for the Shadow Sneak into the Jumpluff, but the Shadow Sneak's literally on this team just to activate Weakness Policy on the Dragapult. So, yeah, it's not meant to do damage. Air Slash is going to one-shot the Sableye. Sharpness boosted, Super Stab and Terra Flying, and we get a crit because we were Scope Lens as well on the Salamence, because against Dondozo Tatsugiri, you can go for Focus Energy and just crit Draco Meteors through the Dondozo. So yeah, they're going to protect themselves, and now they're going to bring in the Flamigo. So in comes Flamigo, they're going to copy their like 1 speed boost from the Aqua Step, which is so sad for them. Going to go for the Air Slash once again, but still outspeed thanks to Tailwind. We're able to bring down Flamigo to its Focus Sash, and I can just finish him off with a Pollen Puff into the Flamigo. Yeah, so this Jumpluff set is very supportive with dual screens. I don't think dual screens Jumpluff is very good. There's a reason why I didn't use that set on my Brambleghast team. Like, I changed the Jumpluff moveset drastically after, like, this team. But I was just experimenting with dual screens because I didn't want to use Grimmsnarl. I wanted to use the Shiny Jumpluff because it's, like, so iconic as a mark that's, like, perfect for it and everything. Like, whatever. So my opponent's just, like, Protect stalling for, like, no reason now. I guess it's, like, they have no hope of winning, so they're just trying to make this match last as long as possible. I guess. I don't really know why, but I go for Air Slash. I know it'll break his sub because it's, like, Sharpness super duper boosted, and I just go for Reflect. Yeah, I go for Reflect just because there's no way this Oricorio is going to beat me, but I might as well just show I have Reflect, and yeah. So now I'm going to switch out my Jumpluff, and I'm going to bring back in the Maushold just because I just want to see how little damage this Acrobatics will do, because it doesn't have the Citrus Berry consumed yet, so it's not going to do anything to Salamence, but they just go for the Jumpluff slot, and they actually just target, Maushold and knock it out, so it's fine. Maushold gets knocked out, but now my Salamence can just go for a Draco Meteor, I think. And I go for the Draco Meteor just because I just want to go for Draco Meteor. I want to showcase my whole set. I do have the Scope Lens, Focus Energy, Draco Meteor, because it helps you beat Dondozo, and it's just a decent combo in general. So yeah, I definitely got some, I got inspired from Hydreigon. Like, they used to run, like, Focus Energy with Draco Meteor, so I kind of got some inspiration from that set. Gonna bring back in Gallade right here. Is they're just gonna go for a substitute because they want to get their berry for the Acrobatics, which is fine, but, like, there's just no shot they can win this game, so they're just kind of, like, playing for, like, content at this point. Like, I don't really know why, but you know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna go for the Focus Energy right here with my Salamence because I'm like, okay, this shit is dying next turn, and I'm gonna go for the Trick Room just so I can outspeed with my Salamence and my Gallade next turn, and now I can go for the Sharpness Sacred Sword into the Oricorio, which will break the substitute, and now I can go for the Sharpness Air Slash into the Oricorio, and I have a guaranteed crit as well because of the Focus Energy. So I'm going to go for the Sharpness Air Slash Focus Energy boosted, and it's going to obliterate this Oricorio, even through the resistance. So yeah, we get a crit. Hacks! It's hack! We're able to knock out the Oricorio and somehow defeat the Dancer team. I don't know how we did it, because Dancer teams are actually, like, unbeatable. They're super good. Now, I wish Dancer teams were better, but, I respect my opponent for trying to make it work. So hopefully you all enjoyed that battle against my own team. If you want to watch the Dancer video where I use that team, I'll leave that video in the end screen of this video. So yeah, that was that battle, and let's move on to the last battle. I saved the best battle for last. My final opponent today is packing a colossal gimmick team. And there's one thing about gimmick teams is that I am the gimmick master. Like, Weedle Twinneedle is the gimmick master, and if you try to gimmick me, you will regret it. So they're going to get Intimidated turn 1 with their Colossal. So they are a physical Colossal, which they might be. I'm not too sure. They will get shut down by Intimidate, even through the Weakness Policy. I'm going to switch out my Salamence turn 1. I'm going to bring in my Sewer Ledge, just because if they're going for Surf turn 1, I want to get my Weakness Policy. So they go for Protect with their Colossal, and they go for the Light Screen against 2 physical attackers. My Salamence is special, but they don't know that. So they go for Light Screen against 2 physical attackers. I'm assuming it's so they reduce the damage from their own Surf. I go for a Skill Swap into my Sewer Ledge, giving it the Sharpness ability, and now they're going to Terastallize Rock their Colossal and go for the Surf. And oh my gosh, this turn right here is just so funny. So they, of course, are going to give themselves the Steam Engine, and they're going to activate their Weakness Policy. But because my Sewer Ledge is also weak to Surf and is also hitting the Weakness Policy, we're also going to activate our Weakness Policy. And remember my Mirror Herb from the last game? Yeah, we're going to activate our Mirror Herb and get +2 attack, special attack, and we're also going to copy the Steam Engine boost. So, like, wow. And now this poor Coalossal is going to get one shot by a +2 Sacred Sword, even without sharpness. So Coalossal just got bodied turn 1 by like its own stat boost basically. So Coalossal in 2023 is not it. I'm so sorry. And now +2 Bitter Blade with sharpness does not knock out the Dragapult, but it came pretty close considering that's probably like a maximum bulk Dragapult with like max speed, max HP. So on a resisted hit, that's kind of surprising that it did that much. But now they're going to bring in their Gastrodon, and here's where I skill swap again because I know they're going to go for Surf again, or it's most likely they will. So I go for a skill swap into the Gastrodon, take away their Storm Drain, and I'm able to outspeed Dragapult because I got the Steam Engine boost. They go for Surf, giving me a Storm Drain boost. But I just did this because I wanted to flex on them at this point. I figure I'm so far ahead that even if this play doesn't work out, I should still be fine, especially if I Phantom Force and ignore like the Gastrodon's attack. So I go for Phantom Force, they go for Muddy Water, giving me a second Storm Drain boost, missing Sewer Ledge as well, and I'm just kind of like finessing the opponent at this point. I go for +2 Sacred Sword, one-shot the Gastrodon. I'm kind of surprised at that because I'm not Sharpness anymore, but down goes Gastrodon to Sacred Sword, and now they're going to go for Will-O-Wisp into my Gallade, which will burn me, but Gallade isn't really the threat. Like, it's only a threat because of that Mirror Herb. The Gallade on this team is meant to be support. Like, it has Wide Guard, it has Skill Swap, Trick Room. It's meant to be support, but that Mirror Herb just really messed up the opponent because they tried to go for the stat boost, and Mirror Herb is like the funniest item in the game. I can't wait for Mirror Herb shenanigans when Xerneas comes back because Xerneas will be handled. And here, they Rage Quit. Honestly, unlike the first opponent, they are valid in that Rage Quit because like they literally, like if that happened to me, I would quit Pokemon for the day as well. Like that would be like, okay, that's enough Pokemon for the day. Like I get it, I get you. So hopefully you all enjoyed that Rage Quit and that Coalossal body bag. Like wow, I kind of feel bad, but I also don't because Coalossal traumatized me a lot in Sword and Shield. So you know what? It got what it deserved. There's not a rental code for this team because this is a Series 1 team and we're about to enter Series 3/Regulation Z, so I figure making a rental code for a super outdated team is kind of like a waste, but if you're interested in the team's movesets, I'll leave a link to that in the description. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. I do have a Discord server as well if you want to join that, a Pokemon community where you can hang out, talk, just have a good time. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. I love you all very, very much, and I'll check you all in my next video.